I was, but not now. Okay, so we're going to just look at some decomposition here and how that works with factoring. So this is where you get something in front of the squared term, and you're going to work on factoring it. So let's take a look at a basic example of factoring. So let's say we had eight x squared minus 18 x minus 5. So when you get something like this, that there's no common factor. So the first thing you do is you take and you take these and you multiply them together. So 8 times negative 5 equals 40 negative. Okay, so that's the first thing you do. Then you look at the factors of 40. So that's step one. Get the product of those beginning and end. Now this is going to be your sum number. So now you're going to list the products. So you're going to go 1 and 40, 2 and 20, 3 doesn't go into 40, 4 and 10, 5 and 8. So now you're going to look at these, and you've got a negative number in the middle, and you've got a negative number on the last one. So you want to get it so that you can add the two numbers from your factors to one that are going to be negative 18. Now they have to be opposite integers because it's negative. So one has to be positive, one has to be negative because this is negative. If this is positive, they both be the same sign. So we're going to go with negative 20 and positive 2. So negative 20 and positive 2 adds to negative 18. So so step 2 is we're going to decompose the 18. So all we're going to do is write it. Okay, we're going to put the plus 2x and the minus 20x. So that's what we've done. We've decomposed them. Now we're going to look at these two and then these two. Okay, so these two we're going to look at what is the common factor between these two. So 2x can come out of both. So 2x out of 8x squared is 4x. And then 2x out of 2x is 1. So we factor that out. Now we're going to factor what comes out of both of these, and that's negative 5. So we're going to take a negative 5 out. So negative 5 out of negative 20 is 4x. And negative 5 out of negative 5 is plus 1. So you can see that you get the same binomial factor. So now you've got the factoring. You put these two together in one factor. And then these ones together, and that's how it's factored. Now if you were to expand this out by doing FOIL, you would come back to this beginning. Okay? So that's the basics of how you do decomposition. Okay, I will send you well, let's do another one here. Sometimes you might get a question like this. Okay, now you can see this one does have a common factor of 4. So that's 6x squared minus 5x minus 6. Okay, so then you can see how that works out. Sometimes you have a time where you have to take a common factor. So then you would use decomposition for this one. Okay, so if I was doing decomposition, so that's negative 36. So that's 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, 6 and 6. Okay, so they got to add up to an, okay, again, that's opposite. So they have to add up to a negative 5. Well, this one here, negative 5. So plus 4, negative 9. Add our numbers in front. Okay, and then you're going to look at these two and these two. Common factor out of 6 and 4 is 2, and x squared in x is x. So that's 3x minus 2. Common factor out of 9x, negative 9x and negative 6x is 3, negative 3. Well, in this case, yeah, negative, sorry, that's a plus, right, because that's a plus. So negative 3, so that would be 3x plus 2. So then you still got the 4 out here. So 4 times x, 2x minus 3 times 3x plus 2. So there's a couple examples right out of the book of how to do decomposition type stuff. Okay, so I'll send you this, and if you got any more questions, just ask.